Hey there, Pony fan. Welcome to another Friendship is Magic review with me, the Stupid Private. Today I'm looking at Leap of Faith. The episode starts with the Apple Clan at the old swimming hole, and every pony but Granny Smith is having a good old time.
Rimshot request denied.
Apparently back in the day, Granny was a champion high diver, but after an unfortunate accident, she contracted a bad case of hydrophobia. But that's all about to change thanks to the Flim Flam brothers and their magical cure tonic. They've sold it and cured folks from Springfield to Columbia. Why, they even cure a poor fella right on stage, and Granny Smith just can't say no. The next day, her hydrophobia is gone, and her aches and pains are as well. And it's all thanks to the Flim Flam brothers tonic, available wherever fine snake oil is sold. But AJ isn't convinced that that stuff is on the level quite yet.
Does she not trust the Flim Flam brothers for some reason?
Not only does she not trust Flim and Flam, she finds the pony that they cured is actually a plant named Silver Shill, and the tonic is nothing more than apple juice and beet leaves. But after the devious duo point out that Granny is much more energetic and upbeat with a little placebo, and who is Applejack to rain on that parade? So AJ sits reluctantly by, as Granny and Apple Bloom join a synchronized swimming competition, and with a little psychological boost, they win. But that's not enough for Granny. She's going to reattempt the dive that nearly killed her years ago. Rather than get her inheritance early, AJ saves Granny with a little fast lasso work.
It's a good thing they had a bungee cord standing by. A regular rope would have probably broke the poor nag's legs.
Then, with a little support from Silver Shill, AJ exposes Flim and Flam for the sleazy con men they are.
Yet again.
This episode was pretty alright. Let's look at the plot. This is a good crisis story for AJ. The honest farm pony finds herself lying in order to make someone else happy. I think they don't really do enough to show how AJ is the element of honesty, so this episode is a big winner on that account. But I understand why they don't show AJ's honest streak all that often. You sort of need to build a whole story around it. Which is what they do here. I loved seeing AJ getting railroaded into being the poster girl for Flim and Flam's tonic. It starts off small with AJ just passively approving, and from there it just snowballs, with AJ becoming part of Flim and Flam's marketing campaign. But when it becomes clear that the tonic is being used to justify reckless decisions, AJ puts her hoof down. I do have a couple of problems with the plot, though. In order to put AJ in the position of lying to help someone, they need to take a bat to Granny Smith. The first time the Apple family and the Flim Flam brothers crossed swords, Granny was the first one to sniff out Flim and Flam as the two-bit con men they are. Seeing her go from sharp as a tack to an easy mark was kind of lame. Then there's Silver Shill. Totally awesome name aside, there's not a whole lot to the guy. He's some poor schlub that Flim and Flam roped into working for them. But he doesn't seem to be abused like Coco Pinnell was, in Rarity Takes Manhattan. Flim and Flam are more insidious than that. They probably gave him the exact same speech they gave AJ, and told him he was doing the right thing. So it just doesn't have the same payoff as hearing that Coco quit her job had. Now let's talk about the comedy. This episode has a lot of funny moments sprinkled throughout. Granny Smith is feisty as always, Big Mac sporting a shark costume was awesome, and I loved seeing Lyra giving out the Russian judges score during the swimming competition. There are also some very funny designs on the sick and injured ponies that come to see Flim and Flam's traveling medicine show. Speaking of, Flim and Flam are awesome as always. Even though they've only been the antagonists in one other episode, these two are easily one of the best villainous duos ever to appear on MLP. I was digging their song, and they prove yet again that ponies will buy anything if there's a snappy musical number attached to it.
I say if you're dumb enough to give your money to a couple of dudes named Flim and Flam, y'all deserve to go broke.
Now let's talk about the lesson at the end. It's maybe a bit confused. Is it okay to lie if it gives someone confidence, but not okay if it goes too far? The solution just didn't feel as clever as the dilemma, in my opinion. But we have one more key to that mysterious box, so who cares? Okay, now it's time to break down the good and the bad in My Little Pony, Leap of Faith. On the good side, this was a great dilemma for AJ, the episode was funny, and the ever-entertaining Flim Flam brothers put in another show-stealing performance. On the downside, the lesson was a bit confused, Silver Shill was a bit of a lemon, and Granny seems to have lost all her country wisdom, and that's not a good thing. So I give My Little Pony Leap of Faith 3.5 out of 5. Thanks for watching, I'm the Stupid Private.
Hey kids, today's show is brought to you by the letter 4 and the number potato! I'm a stupid private.